Okay, I'm pretty sure we are live now, I believe. Just gonna make sure this is all working, and then we can begin. I'm pretty sure I got the mic to work this time, because last time it took like 5 minutes after the stream started, and it was kind of a drag, but I think we're good now. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Is the audio good? Yeah, it looks like it's working. Okay, the audio is good. Okay, I think we are ready to begin. What's good, Ian? What's good, Jax? Bad time to stream Octi. It's coming home. What's currently coming home? I'm confusion. Did the thumbnail work? Because I just put a thumbnail on it, but it's not registering. Maybe if I go on a different account. Yes. It kind of works. Okay. Well, I imagine the thumbnail will start to work in a second, so I guess we can begin now. So the plan today is we will be doing all of spring training. I think I'm going to play 2 full games. We're going to do some simcasting as well, and then we're going to decide which 26 players will start the year in the majors and which guys we're going to send down. Euros coming home to England. Ooh, soccer. That's not a real sport. I'm half kidding. So I'm pretty sure I briefly showed the lineups in the off-season video. I didn't really make any changes, so this is pretty much what we're going to rock with. And I guess the lineups of DH matter because we're playing a lot of NL teams. And then the pitching rotation, I did replace Eliezer Hernandez with Reynaldo Lopez because I do think Hernandez will start the year as the third starter. So pretty much 2 out of these 5 guys will be the final 2 starters, pretty much based on who does the best. And then the bullpen looks like that. These guys won't pitch at all, I don't think. I figured I would just put proven guys down here like Taylor Rogers, John Means, Eduardo Rodriguez. Maybe we'll get Edwin Diaz in for an inning. He's not as proven with that good old 5.64 ERA. Geez, his whip was high. But yeah, he's probably not going to have to pitch too much. Rare Lochte, no, that's a W. So, I'm pretty sure we played the Pirates last spring training, probably. I do want to play some NL teams. Maybe we'll play the Phillies, because I don't think we've seen the Phillies yet. Although, I kind of want to pitch with Matthew Thompson. So I think I'm going to switch Thompson and Morejon, because I don't think we've used Thompson in the bigs yet, whereas obviously Morejon has. So we'll simulate that game. We win. I'm not going to check all the box scores, but I do kind of want to see this one. Max Meyer got the win. Why did Meyer pitch? Louis St. John had 2 hits. So did Elliot Ramos. That's cool. Heston Kjerstad had 3 hits and drove in 4 runs. Nice. Home runs for Muncy and Kjerstad. Okay, so Meyer pitched an inning. I don't know why he pitched only 1 inning. I'm pretty sure he's in a rotation, right? Yeah, I mean, that's not a big deal, but oh well. So we will play this next game against the Phillies. We're not going to be able to use DH, so hopefully Matthew Thompson can hit. Don't think I really want to touch the lineup. I think I'm good with this. Although I wouldn't mind playing Polydoros. But I don't know who I would put him in for. We'll get to use Polydoros, but for now I think I'm just going to rock with this. Let me know if the game audio is too loud, by the way, because I don't want it to. This is the season for the postseason. Hopefully, I mean, I would certainly love to make the playoffs. I think we're going to get a lot of questions answered with some of our young guys. So, I think we certainly could exceed expectations. That was too late. Normally, if I miss it, it's because I'm early. So that time, the swing was late, which I guess is kind of odd. That was also late. Yeah, Jalen Miller's vision is not the best. Really, the only weakness he has is that he strikes out a lot. Other than that, I think Jalen Miller's great. Here's Max Muncy, one of the big acquisitions of the offseason. I think probably when we're like halfway done with spring training, I'm probably going to move him out of the lineup. I just wanted to get to play with him a little bit since he is new. You should do more minor league. I mean, I'm certainly open to doing more, especially if, like, they're good, which I expect the minor league teams to be pretty good since our farm system is pretty loaded. That's probably going to be a base hit. Oh, no. The shift was perfect. But with all the young talent we have in the minor leagues, I certainly do want to play a little bit more this year, including this fella, Louis St. John, who probably won't be in the minors too long this year. Wow, that was a bad call. Is Angel Hernandez behind the dish or something? But I do anticipate Louis St. John not only getting called up this year, but getting called up fairly early. I don't think he's going to start the year in the majors, even if he does really well in spring training, but like maybe late April, sometime in May. As long as he is playing well in the minors, then I probably will call him up. I shouldn't have swung at that pitch, but it doesn't matter. It goes for a hit. That was like right on the edge, so maybe it would have been a strike. And now we get to see Elliot Ramos, who, as long as he plays pretty well, I think he's going to start the year in the big leagues, and so far he is hitting .667. And he launched this one. That's going to go in the gap. We're probably going to score a run. Louis St. John and Elliot Ramos are two players who I'm very excited about. And they both get hits to start the game off, and Ramos drives in a run. And now we get to see Blaze Jordan, who was a Rule 5 pick, so he has to be on the big league team. And he certainly has power. Do I think the Suns are going to sweep the Bucks? Probably not. I think Milwaukee's probably going to get their act together tonight. I still think Phoenix is probably certainly going to win the series, but I think Milwaukee's going to make it interesting. I think Phoenix is definitely beatable, and they've shown that in the first two games. It's just that, I mean, Giannis has literally put the team on his back, so I think Milwaukee probably wins tonight. And I kind of hope they do, just so the finals is interesting, because the playoffs this year have been really good. Outside of the injuries, obviously. So, certainly it would be a fitting ending that we have a good finals. But Phoenix is quite good. So, that's a nice pitch. Right on the edge. It would not surprise me to see Matthew Thompson start the year in the majors as long as he does pretty well here. The plan was that he was going to be called up sometime last year, but he really struggled early in the season at AAA, and he did play better a lot as the season went along, but he was a little bit disappointing last year. But I think this year he's going to be really good. Hopefully going to find his way in the rotation to the big league team as he gets a 1-2-3 inning. Good start offensively and on the mound. And now we get to see Heston Kjerstad, who raked in the first game, hitting .750 at the moment. That was not a pitch I should have swung at. That was a good pitch from Zach Wheeler, who is quite good. Oh, he mashed that. No doubt about it. Heston Kjerstad is on fire. That one went off like the top of the scoreboard. Kjerstad with home runs in each of his first 2 games of spring training, and the offense, particularly the young guns in the outfield, are looking real good so far. That's not enough. That's probably going to be caught. So I had Cisco starting against righties, and Adley Rutschman is starting against lefties for spring training. Obviously, Rutschman will be the everyday starter. But I do want to get Chance Cisco some at-bats, possibly help his trade value, and I suppose that'll help as he goes yard. And the offense is looking really good so far today. 2 home runs here in the 2nd inning. Can Matthew Thompson hit it all? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, for a pitcher, that's not terrible. Has Kutch retired? Probably not. I'm pretty sure the Pirates actually brought him back. Which is kind of odd, because that's what I did last year in the Pirates series. I don't really think he played a ton last year. But I'm pretty sure he is their starting left fielder here, which is certainly pretty cool. Zach Wheeler's up to 40 pitches already. He has not had a good game so far. Why do you send 31-year-olds down to AAA instead of designating them for assignment? I guess either way works. I'm just used to like sending them down to the minors because that's what I would do with the young guys. But I guess either one would work. Ooh, that was a good pitch. Love the series, man. I appreciate that, Adam. So normally, ooh, that almost was gone. It was just a little bit more fair. So normally in spring training, the pitchers normally wouldn't do more than 3 or 4 innings. But I do want to get a full start out of Matthew Thompson, so I'm going to sort of treat this like a normal game. Now, obviously, if he's struggling or tired, I'm going to take him out sooner than later. But if he keeps pitching well, I'd love to have him in for 6 or 7 innings just to see what he can do with like a regular start. Right as I'm talking about how good he's doing, he allows a walk and then allows a deep shot to left. LSJ does make the play, though. But that could have been bad. Had, you know, Louis St. John been a few inches shorter. Another walk. So the Phillies now have 2 base runners. And we're probably going to turn 2. Okay, so I didn't think I was going to tag the runner going to third. That's why I threw it to second. Obviously, that decision in hindsight did not pay off. If the Phillies don't make the playoffs, I might trade Bryce. I could see the Phillies selling. I don't think they'll be able to trade Bryce because of his contract. It's so big. Oh, dear. And the Phillies are going to tie it. I would not be surprised to see them sell, though, if things go downhill. But I don't think Harper would be the guy they would sell. But they're certainly in a very weird situation. Because they have talent, they've invested a lot of money into certain players. That could have been bad. But JT Realmuto's getting paid a ton, Zach Wheeler's getting a ton, obviously Bryce Harper, of course, he's making $330 million. Ooh, LSJ leading off the inning, cool. I love that we both have 3 runs. We have it off of 5 hits, I guess 6 now, because Louis St. John is still raking. And the Phillies only have 1. Yeah, that timing was no bueno. Zach Wheeler can definitely throw hard. And now we get to see Blaze Jordan, who, again, I am very intrigued by. Now, spring training isn't as important for him, again, because he gets to stay on the big league team. But I do really want to see what he can do, and that's not really what we wanted to see, a double play. That's no, I think Ramos got that. I thought I was going to go for a hit at first, but Elliot Ramos does make the play. And other than the home run, Matthew Thompson hasn't been bad today. I know 3 runs in like 2 1/3 innings does not look good, and it certainly isn't. But I don't think he's been terrible. I think he's pitched better than Zach Wheeler on the other side. I think that would certainly be fair to say. Did you see the Pistons? I personally don't buy those rumors, and if we do, I'm going to be very salty. So, you normally, whenever a team gets the first pick, you're going to see rumors like that. I would definitely be willing to bet that it's smoke, and it's not true. So, if the Pistons do trade the #1 pick, I would be, first of all, devastated. And I would be very surprised. Cade is coming home to Detroit. There's no reason for us to try to get cute and do something stupid. And I don't think we will do anything stupid because the new front office actually knows what they're doing. So unless we get some absolutely ridiculous haul, I would be very surprised if we were even considering it. Any trades this episode? We're not really going to make a ton of roster moves today. Although we can certainly ponder certain trade ideas, because I do definitely want to make some moves this season. And assuming the team plays better, which I think we will, we are going to be aggressive. But today won't necessarily be that day. I thought that was going to curve down. That was a really bad pitch to swing at. The timing wasn't bad, but I expected it to curve down, and it didn't. How about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? He's one of the few guys I'd be interested in. Now, I probably wouldn't trade the first pick for him straight up. But I think that the trade rumors with him is also kind of dumb because the Thunder don't really have any reason to. So, I mean, OKC, if there's going to be a team who moves up to 1, OKC has the assets to do it. But I think them trading SGA would be really dumb. Like, I think if the #1 pick for SGA was offered, I think both teams would say no. For us, there's no reason to. Just get Cade. And for OKC, you know what SGA is, a fringe all-star level player at like 22 years old. So there's really no reason to for either side. So I don't think the Thunder are going to trade SGA. I don't think the Pistons are going to trade 1. Not fringe. I mean, he's never made an all-star team. He will be an all-star, like a set all-star caliber player within the next 2-3 years, I think. And you could argue he should have made it this year. But since he's never made one, I'm not going to say he's an all-star level player because he's never, consistently been that. Although I think there's a very strong chance he makes it next year, and there's a very strong chance he's going to be an all-star for a while. Last year he got robbed, but the only problem is there's so many good guards in the West. To where statistically, yeah, normally he would make it, but there's so many good options there. I think we're going to get some bullpen action. I think this will probably be his last inning. I want to see what Jorge Alcala can do. We're gonna warm him up, and we're gonna warm up Poche. Oh, he is up here. I think we're gonna take him out now. I kind of want to use a pinch hitter. Let's get Polydoros in a bet. In the one game I played with him in AAA last year, his swing felt really nice, and he hits that one pretty well. That's going to drop for an extra base hit. With his speed, I'm thinking triple. These young outfielders are really hitting the ball well. I know we're only 1.5 games in. It's not really time to jump the gun. But Polydoros is hitting it well. Kersted's hitting it well. LSJ, Ramos, they're all hitting the ball really well. And then Jalen Miller launches a bomb. No doubt about that one. A 2-run blast for Miller. The offense has slowed down the past couple of innings, but it looks like they're back. I think I'm going to take... Oh, I can't. Yet. Okay, I guess Muncie's going to get another at-bat. I don't think that has enough, but it's going to be close. Maybe it does. No. Made it to the warning track, but not quite enough. So we don't get back-to-back dingers. As here comes Louis St. John, 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of hits, obviously. And he might have just got another one. That's going to be at least a double with his speed. No, he's staying at second. That was a good play by Bryce Harper and right. I thought I was going to go 3 there for a minute. But Louis St. John is 3 for 3. And we are really hitting the ball well in this game. Ramos now into the gap. Is that going to drop? Yes, it does. Louis St. John should score pretty easily. Ramos is going to third. I didn't even want to send him to third. So we get the run. I tried to keep him at second. I don't know why he kept going. I mean, it's not a big deal because we did drive in a run. But... former Pirate Series legend Adonis Medina is in the game. Blaze Jordan has not done a whole lot today. Can he get it? Oh, God. I was not focused. And we're just going to forget that pitch ever happened. I'm going to put Alcala in the game. Maybe get 2 innings out of him. I don't think he'll start the year in the majors, but if he plays well in spring training, I'm certainly willing to start him in the bigs. That was not pretty. I'm pretty sure, like, he's loose, too, so I don't know why that was so ugly from Alcala. What is his control rating? Because it felt like he had literally no control. 56. I mean, that's not terrible. I wouldn't say that's good, but... That is probably not going to drop. No. Okay, good. Now it seems like Alcala is doing a little bit better. This is what we want to see. And that one's going to go right back to Kersted. So now we're probably going to start to get some substitutions in on offense. Instead of Kersted... I kind of want to see what we can do with Justin Upton. I don't think Upton is going to start the year as a starter, but if he's going to hit like that, maybe. Another dinger. And it is now 7-3. We continue to just smack the baseballs today. The Phillies have 2 hits all game. That's pretty remarkable. That's not enough from Luciano. I think I'm going to put Adley in now. I don't think he's gotten an at-bat yet in spring training. Well, he doesn't have a hit. I wonder what Adley's going to do this year. Coming off, obviously, being an all-star last year, which whenever he's up, I always bring up that he's an all-star. Because why not? But I don't expect him to hit 300 again, although that would be nice. Can Alcala hit a little bit? Probably not. I'm going to put... We're going to see what Cedric Mullins can do, and then in for Alcala, we'll put Poche in the game. And we'll have Felix Rosa warming up. Cedric Mullins has some sneaky good stats against righties. Against lefties, he's not much of a threat, but against righties, he's pretty good. And that will drop for a hit. Alright, we're going to sub Miller out. He had a good game, 2 for 3 with a dinger. We're going to put Cesar Mora in. Very curious to see what he does. Acquired in a trade with the Giants this past offseason. We gave up a bit to get him. But I wouldn't be surprised if he starts against lefties because he can definitely hit lefties real well. He's not very spectacular against righties, though. Shown there. Nice play, it's short. But Luciano misses the throw. So right when I'm gassing him up, of course he does that. Not ideal.
Number 19, 3, Hoskins.
Full count here for Reese. We've had quite a few walks today. There's another one. The control from the relievers has not been ideal. I think they have more walks than hits. I mean, they're not really putting the ball in play, but they have gotten quite a few base runners today. The Phillies are not making any substitutions. That's a little bit odd because even MLB The Show, dear Lord, that's gone. MLB The Show is smart enough to make substitutions in spring training games. There's been no shortage of home runs today. They have 2. We have like 4. Not certainly the start Colin Poche wanted, who probably will start the year in the majors, but I mean, if he does struggle, then he won't. He's not some, like, roster lock. They've made a pitching change, like, every inning. It's been kind of odd. Let's get Mountcastle in the game. Or Rivera can play first, yeah. We're going to put Santiago Rivera in. I thought that was going to curve in, and it did not. That's a pretty filthy pitch. That's probably not deep enough. No, that was close. But only warning track power. I do want to keep Louis St. John in the game. See if he can go 4 for 4. And he does! Louis St. John with a bomb into right. What a start in spring training for LSJ, who is 4 for 4 in this game. He's a triple shy of the cycle. And he's probably going to get another at bat, too. We're going to take Ramos out. I'm going to look at this one. And I think we're going to put, like, Christian Robinson in or something. Yeah, let's put Robinson in. That's probably a hit. And the offense continues to dominate. How many hits do we have? We gotta have like 12 or 13 by now, right? We have 14. I'm gonna keep blazing. I want another at bat with him. What if I swing at that pitch? That would have been funny. I don't know if the game would have let me, but that would have been kind of funny. That's, I don't think, enough. Okay, so a right fielder just didn't even try there. He could have easily caught that ball, and he just stopped trying. We're going to take Upton out. He had a good at-bat, went deep. Let's get Bamaye in the game. And they're going to intentionally walk him. Yeah, that's probably the right call. So the bases are now loaded. We're going to sub Luciano out. I'm going to put Luis Aviles Jr. in the game. Kind of want to see what he can do. Bases loaded for Aviles. He could get quite the start to his Oriole career. For a second there, I thought that could have been something, but we swung too early. And he strikes out. We still get another opportunity here for Adley Rutschman, who had, I believe, 20 dingers last year. That's going to stay in the park, but that'll probably score 2. And we now have a 10 spot. I get most of these pitchers are not great, but this is still quite impressive. We're going to get, like, everybody in at bat today. Rosa will enter the game, and Almeida's going to warm up. That's probably going to be an out. But still another good inning, and we continue to hit the ball really well. We have 16 hits in 7 innings. Jesus Christ, that's impressive.
Now playing first base, number 7, Santiago Rivera. Now pitching for number 16, Felix Rosa.
That might be a hit. He is safe. I believe that's Jordan Cole, who was a subscriber-made international free agent. Pretty sure he was originally on the Blue Jays. I guess they traded him because minor leaguers literally get flipped around like it's nothing in the offseason. Because this game makes so many trades, like, just for the purpose of making trades. It's kind of weird. There goes down Mickey Moniak, another player who was in the Pirates series last year. I don't think... No, Moniak was never in the majors during the series, but he was in the organization. Rosa allowing a couple hits. Rosa did get some appearances of big league team last year. Wasn't all that good. So he's definitely not a lock to make the majors unless he plays well. And it looks like he's probably going to allow a run here. And it is now 10-7. So although the main storyline in this game, I would say, is that we have hit the ball really well, the Phillies have too. They only have 7 base hits, but when they've gotten runners on, they've been able to capitalize. So it's more so good situational hitting than just good hitting in general. There's another one. They're going to score 2 because Roman Quinn is really fast. That was a good throw. Out there and left, Louis St. John. He doesn't have much of an arm. But had, Roman Quinn not been so fast, and I think they're going to tie it. Roldani Baldwin. I wanted to draft him in the Rule 5 draft, but I guess the Phillies took him instead. It is now 10-10. No shortage of scoring today. Yeah, I think we're going to take Felix out of the game. We've allowed 7 runs in the last 2 innings, and we're not losing. That's like the most impressive part about it. All right. We have Mountcastle, Aquino, and Cortez still on the bench. We're going to put Cortez in the game. I want Lakins to come in. I want someone who I can trust. Because now that we're in the 8th inning, I'm actually trying to win. Even though there's 2 strikes, I still kind of want to go for the bunt because he is a very good bunter. Okay, that works too. Yeah, there was a little bit too much juice on that one. He was almost safe though. Alright, we're going to put Mountcastle in, and then we only have one more bench bat. Not Aquino, Mountcastle. Only one more bench bat left with Aquino, who I might save for the next inning. Mountcastle's first at bat of the game is just going to be a flyout. So now we get Louis St. John, who is a triple shy of the cycle. He is 4 for 4 today. I mean, I wasn't planning on having him start in the big leagues, but if he's going to hit like this, then I may have no choice. And he had 2 hits the last game, too. And he strikes out. That's a little bit anticlimactic. He was still outstanding today, but that would have been a pretty big time to get a hit.
Now playing second base.
That's not a great start. The bullpen is completely imploded. Ironic coming against the Phillies, who know a thing or two about bullpens imploding. There's a big strikeout. Lakins has been one of the few players in the bullpen the past 2 seasons who's been reliable and consistent, so looks like we're probably going to make it out of this inning despite allowing the early double. And yeah, we will get out of the inning. Not a fan of quick counts. It doesn't keep pitch count accurate. That's true. I have noticed, like, I think usually on hits, even if it's like an out or a base hit, it doesn't, like, carry over to the pitch count, which is really weird. So, yeah, pitch count definitely is not always accurate, which is definitely annoying. But I do think it still creates a little bit more realistic results than if pitch counts weren't off, because I swing a lot, so the opposing pitch counts would be super low, and I think even our pitch count would be pretty low as well. So I think it creates for a more quicker and realistic game, but the pitch count number is not accurate, which, yes, you're right, that is annoying. Now would be a nice time for that 74 power against righties to come in handy here for Blaze. But Archie Bradley's given us some tough pitches. Back-to-back, low and inside. And he's going to ground that one out. Alright, we're going to get Calhoun in. So this, or not Calhoun, Aquino. So this means everybody who's a position player will have gotten in at bat today. The only problem is we don't have any more bench bats. Which, considering this is technically a home game, I meant to check there. Jeez, that was pretty rough. Since this is technically a National League home game, if this game goes into extras or if the ninth hitter comes up this inning, I guess we will get a pitcher at bat, which isn't ideal. But I did want to make sure everybody got to play today. This won't be the case every spring training game. I thought that was going to curve down. Those high fastballs always get me because they're going to go down, but they just never do. Lakins is at 12. I'm going to keep him in. But I kind of want to warm Edwin Diaz up. I don't think Diaz is going to pitch a lot here in spring training, so I wouldn't mind using him today if we do go to extras. What's good, YNG Moves? I hope I said that right. Welcome in. Imagine if we get walked off by Roman Quinn. That'd be a little bit sad. I mean, Quinn is 1 for 1, but his bat is not the greatest. He's definitely got some wheels, though. So, getting him on base would not be ideal for us. If you're going with realism, no pitch count is the way to go, but you love my series, all the trades and stuff is great. No need to stay ultra realistic. Well, I appreciate that, my guy. Definitely like the roster moves and stuff, I always try to keep ultra realistic. And the game itself would be a little bit more realistic if the pitch counts were on, but I think it's a little bit more funner with the what do I call it? I mean the quick counts. I think the gameplay itself would be a little bit more realistic if the quick counts was off, as you said, but I think the game, it goes quicker, and I think it could be a little bit more fun, but regardless, I do appreciate it, my guy. How do you miss that throw? That would have sent us into extra innings. But Luis Aviles completely overthrew the first baseman. Usually those throws happen when like a player is out of position. But for one thing, Aviles can play every position, but his main one is shortstop. So if we lose the game off that, that would not be ideal. Okay, that's not going to be an issue. Looks like we're going into extras. I wish I could get Ivan Cortez on base here, but I think it's Aquino, right? How fast is Aquino? He has 64 speed. Okay, that's pretty good. Luis Aviles gets an opportunity to make up for his mistake, and he does not. Aviles is pretty good against lefties, too. But that was a pitch I probably should not have swung at. That was a really good pitch from Sanchez. A low and inside slurve. We're going to have Edwin come in for this inning, whether it's a save opportunity or not. Lakins has already pitched 2 innings, so I don't really want to have him in for a third. And we'll see what Edwin can do in a clutch situation. Oh dear, the pitcher spot is up next, that's right. So we could really use a hit here, and that's not going to happen. I was hoping I was going to fool the pitcher by having Aquino look like he was going to third. I guess it didn't work. So, is there any pitcher who can, like, somewhat hit? Grayson can't. So can Meyer. Oh, Matthias Hundertwasser can hit. We're getting Hundertwasser in the game. He can hit. And Matthias Hundertwasser will not get that one to drop. I was hoping he was going to be the hero. That would have been funny. But oh well. So the Phillies have a runner in scoring position with no outs and an opportunity to win the game. They do have the 7-8-9 hitters though. And that's going to bring him to third. So now all they need is this ball to go and play, and they'll probably win the game. So we need a strikeout. Edwin Diaz is a strikeout pitcher, though. 97 Ks per 9. So if anyone's going to get this out, it's probably going to be him. Alright, hopefully we can pull Escobar on an inside slider. Oh! That was a called strike 3. Okay. Really clutching up. And Edwin Diaz somehow survives the 10th inning. A very good first impression for Diaz, who we have locked up for 4 years. I'm pretty sure it's a team option for the 4th year, so... Still, he's locked up for a while. He needs to do well. What makes you send someone down to the minors? For the most part... Oh, yeah, there's 2 strikes. That's an out. So pretty much if a player is playing poorly, unless they're, like, really good... Like, if it's some young guy who's in, like, the 70s who's not doing well, then I'll send him down to the minors so he can play better. Another scenario would be, like, if someone comes back from injury and you have too many players on the Major League roster. That would be another reason to send someone down. I love how there was so much offense in this game, and now both teams have, like, forgotten how to hit since we got to the extra innings. Actually, nobody's gotten a hit since, like, the 7th inning. Okay, I thought that was going to be a sac fly opportunity, but that just was not deep enough. I was wondering why the runner wasn't going to second. I had to bring him back manually, but oh well. So here comes Louis St. John, who has been really good in this game. He's really good against lefties, although he is solid against righties. He's at his best against lefties, and he mashes this one. Louis St. John for the lead, his 2nd home run of the game. He wants to start the year in the majors. Again, I had no plans of having him start the year in the big leagues, and I know we're only 2 games into spring training, so I probably should not overreact. But darn, Louis St. John looks incredible. He is, what, 5 for 6 now with 2 dingers? He has been a machine. I'm going to have someone else warm up. I think I'm going to keep Diaz in, but I'm going to have Alex Colomé warm up just in case things start to go wrong in the bottom of the 11th. Oh, there was 2 outs there, too. I thought there was only 1 out, so that means the Louis St. John home run is even more impressive. Diaz's pitch count, I think, is low enough to where he should have energy for this inning. That's a good start, as he strikes out Scott Kingery. They probably... I was going to say they need a dinger, but now that they got Moniak on base, they could possibly drive in 2 with a double. That's definitely not going to be a double. And Roman Quinn here is not Mr. Extra Base Hits. One, two. That should be caught by Blaze. And it will. What a start to spring training. A 12-10 win in 11 innings. Quite the first game. Well, I guess second game, but first game that we've played. So looking at the box score, we hit the ball really well. 17 hits, 12 runs. Louis St. John was nuts. 5 for 6 with 2 dingers. We had 6 home runs today. Upton, Miller, Kerstead, and Cisco all went yard once, and obviously LSJ did twice. And then the pitching, why is it only showing us 3 pitchers? It won't let me go any lower than this. I guess because we subbed in so many different players that, like, I can only scroll so far. That's dumb. The Phillies hit the ball well, too, but they just didn't hit it well enough. Alright, so now we have to figure out, I think the plan is I'm going to do one more full game, and I want to simcast with the other pitchers. So we did that one with Thompson. I'll play one more game with one of these guys, probably Grayson Rodriguez, because he's the only one out of him, Meyer, Lopez, and Marijon who hasn't played in the big leagues. So I think I'm going to pick a Grayson Rodriguez game to play, and then I'll do a simcast game when Meyer starts, Lopez, and Marijon. What is good, Tom? Welcome in. Alright, we're going to simulate to the 10th here. We're going to start with that. Okay, so we go 3-3 in that span. Grayson Rodriguez's first game was not great. He has an ERA of 10. What's good, Ryan? Welcome. Maybe we play this game against Toronto, although we did a road game last time with the Phillies. I kind of want to do a home game. So maybe we'll do the first simcast with Max Meyer. And if the game gets, like, super exciting, we'll hop in. I think I'm probably just going to rock with this lineup. Is there anyone who's, like, barely played? Santiago Rivera I kind of want to get in. We'll have him in... LSJ's hitting 370. That's nice. We'll have him play instead of Luis Aviles. Watched all of the episodes. Been watching the Cavs series. I appreciate that, my guy. Cavs series is certainly a fun one. Probably my favorite 2K series I've done so far. Okay, that was not a great inning. Oh, someone hit a 2-run homer. Blaze Jordan, I think. And then Louis St. John goes deep. I still don't think Louis St. John's going to start the year in the majors, but...
Your attention, please.
I mean, the way he's playing, he could. Subbed on all your devices. I appreciate that, my guy. And we need all the subs we can get, because I'm very close to 5K. I think I'm going to hit that within the next few days, which is certainly a very exciting milestone. We're probably going to take Meyer out of the game. 5 pretty good innings. His ERA is at 1.64. I'm going to put Colomé in. Okay, he gets through that one pretty easily. Rosa's ERA is 15. Ouch. We're going to keep Rosa in.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Twins.
Okay. 2 good innings out of him. And then we're going to put Hundertwasser in for the save. His ERA is also quite high. I wasn't planning on starting him in the bigs, but after how Hundertwasser played last year, I would have preferred to see him a little bit do better, as we do get the win. I didn't make any substitutions. I kind of wish I did. 4 runs, 9 hits. Ramos and Jordan had 2, so did Jalen Miller. Home runs for LSJ and Jordan. And the pitching was pretty good. Max Meyer did well, and the bullpen shut the door. We only allowed 6 base runners. Glad you did the Orioles because you're an Oriole fan. Yeah, I'm definitely happy I picked the Orioles. I remember when I was deciding, it was very close between them and Seattle. I ended up going with Baltimore, and I'm very happy I did. I think I'm going to do this game as a simcast for Marijon. And then the next game we'll play with Grayson Rodriguez starting. Who needs to play more? Justin Upton, I'd like to get an opportunity. We'll have him in right. How's Luciano doing? He's hitting 318. Nice. Mario Hohen's hitting 1,000. Can he hit? No. Although he does have +1 division. Okay, that's kind of random, but I'll take it. Ooh, Christian Robinson isn't doing very well. Since he's not doing well, I almost kind of want to get him in there. That gets me an excuse to play him. We're going to have Aviles play at third. And then Blaze at first. I kind of like this. Yeah, I think we're going to rock with this. Jalen Miller's hitting 344. Nice. Alright, Pittsburgh starts with a run. Mario Hohen's numbers are looking pretty good, though. ERA at 1.64, although the whip is kind of high. Mitch Keller pitched 5 shutout innings against us. And we had 1 hit. And Mitch Keller is not very good in this game. Adrian Mario Hohen with our second hit of the day. Why didn't I put a pinch hitter in for him? Because I was going to take him out. I guess it didn't matter because he got a hit, but oh well.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Louis St. John with another hit. Blaze Jordan with a double. Bases are now loaded. You know what? I'm going to put Adley Rutschman in. I trust him here more than I do Cisco. And he's walked. Okay, so we finally score. I'm going to take Aviles out for...
Your attention, please. Now,
I'm going to put Muncy in the game and then
number 53.
Make a substitution because he can't play short. Okay, he pops out. And then we're going to put Kerstead in. And he's out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Alright, substitution. Muncy needs to come out. He can't play short. We're going to put Cortez in. What's good, Apple? Welcome in, Chief. Okay, we're going to let Kerstead pitch this one at bat. Because why not? And he walks him. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have done that considering it's a tie game. I mean, it's spring training. It doesn't really matter, but... Oh, and then we get the double play. Cool.
Number 38.
Octi's going to lose this. I mean, maybe.
Now playing left field. Number 29.
Poche's ERA is a little bit high. That's not ideal. Lauren Colcol. That is a cool name. Not gonna lie.
A defensive change for the Pirates. Now catching.
Ooh, he's on Cortez with a double, and we know he's fast. Can I not? Oh, there we go. Pinch hit. Come on, Zufus. He's hitting 316, and he's out. Okay. Pitching change. I'm gonna put. We're gonna put Taylor Rogers in. He is not pitched yet. We'll get him 1 inning of work.
Now pitching for the Orioles.
All right, we're going back into extras. I think I'm gonna hop in, because why not? 10th inning, 1-1. Not a lot of offense here against Pittsburgh. Ivan Cortez is on base. Yes, that's exactly what we needed. Okay, do we want to make a substitution here? I'm gonna put Cesar Mora in. Although Jalen Miller is having a nice spring training, which is cool. Ooh, it's raining. I mean, it is Florida. I guess that's not that surprising. That will easily score Cortez as long as it's not caught, and it's not. Okay, go. I was worried it was going to be caught for a second. That's why I brought him back. And that's going to be a triple for Cesar Mora. Run scores, and we make it 2-1. All right, Robinson's hitting 158. Maybe he starts fearing the minors. I'm going to sub Elliot Ramosin, who's hitting 345, which is pretty good. Okay, I kind of wanted to have Mora go home. I'm happy the game did not let him, because I pressed advance all runners, and he didn't run. I don't know why that is. Now, it worked out, because I think he would have been out. I thought it was going to be quick enough, and I didn't think the pitcher was going to get to that ball very fast. LSJ with the fly out. We're not going to have him tag up. That would not be ideal. Is anyone warming up? We should probably get someone warming up. I want to pitch with Sir Anthony Dominguez. What are Blaze's numbers? 242, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Okay. We'll say he's on base. 286. 286 is a little bit low. Although 242 average isn't bad. That was way too early. His contact against lefties is 65. That's pretty high. considering he's a power hitter. I almost swung at that, because it looked like it was going to curve down. I decided not to this time, and it worked out. Ooh, that was a good pitch. I liked that one a lot, but we were too early. Here is the 3-2 again. Oh, he launched that. That's gone. Is it? No, but that's going to be a hit. And we're going to make it 3-1. That one did look like it was gone when it first went off the bat. I thought that was gone. They're going to intentionally walk Justin Upton. Okay, that's... I guess it does set a force out at all 3 bases. So I guess that's probably why. Do I keep Luciano in? He's hitting 320. Why not? Against the lefty. I want to keep him in. And that decision might have been a good one. I think he's probably going to be safe, yeah. Missed throw by the second baseman. We're going to have a run score. And the Pittsburgh Pirates are currently pulling off a Pittsburgh Pirates, a.k.a. imploding right in front of us. I'm going to get Cisco in. He hasn't played, has he? Oh, he has. Okay, well, I guess we're keeping Adley in the game. Yeah, that's right, because the bases were loaded and I put Adley Rutschman in and he drew the walk. That's going to score 2. A 5-run 10th inning. Do we lay down the bunt with Cortez? We're going to do it with 1 strike. If we get to 2, oh dear, that failed. That failed, but still a really strong inning. Sir Anthony Dominguez is in. It's no longer a save opportunity, though. That runner was awfully slow to third. I think he thought Luciano was going to catch it. I didn't want to dive for it. I guess I probably should have dived for it. Oh well. There's a big strikeout. And now we got John... Wasn't John Ryan Murphy like some top prospect at one point? I feel like he was. Do you think you're going to win the NBA Finals matchup against Golden State? I think we will. I wouldn't be surprised if Golden State did because they are a really good team and Steph Curry is very hard to defend, as shown by Game 1 in which he scored, what, like 30-something points? That might be a Lewis Brinson home run unless we rob it. Oh, that did not go over the fence. And we win. But yeah, I think our Cavs are a slightly better team than Golden State, although it is close. I think they are the 2 best teams in the league. But I do think we are a little bit better.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 6 runs.
We did not have any home runs today. Interesting. We did have a few doubles, and of course the big triple by Cesar Mora. Marijon has an ERA of 1.29, so this battle to see who the 4th and 5th starters are is really looking intense because I know Max Meyer is doing pretty well. Thompson I don't think is doing too bad, and I'm curious to see what we have in Grayson Rodriguez, who we're going to pitch with next. All right, so we can do Toronto or Pittsburgh. I think because this would be Rodriguez's next. We're going to do Toronto because we just did Pittsburgh. I didn't want to do another road game since the first one we did was on the road, but oh well. Ooh, a lefty. Okay, cool. Hyunjin Ryu. Aquino's had 2 at-bats. He needs to play. We're going to have him hit 5th. And instead of Robinson, I kind of want to see what Kjerstad can do against a lefty. So I think we're going to do that. And then the rest of this, I think, looks pretty good. We're going to start Rivera at 3rd instead of Aviles. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Boom. Grayson Rodriguez's ERA is currently at 10.8. He's only pitched, I think, in 1 or 2 games. Probably 2. Weather's a lot nicer. All the games we've played, the weather's been pretty bad. So this is kind of refreshing. This is Florida. I should not have swung at that. But good work from Mora to protect there, because he could have easily missed that pitch. He only has 49 vision? I thought it was higher. Okay, that was a pretty nice pitch. I wanted to try a power swing with Mora. It definitely didn't work. He's not much of a power hitter, clearly. Although the timing there was off. Did you see the game last night with the Dodgers and Diamondbacks? Didn't the Dodgers win like 23-1 or something? Yeah, the Dodgers are pretty good, and Arizona's pretty bad. That is gone, I think. Little lefty on lefty crime for Heston Kjerstad. But yeah, Arizona sucks. I'm pretty sure there's like some really good prospect though in the 2022 MLB draft. So, congratulations, kid. You're probably going to Arizona. Well, that's probably not a good thing. I don't know if you're a prospect, you really want to go there, because their front office the past 2 years has not been very good. He almost ripped the heads off of our relievers. Jeez. Good eye. Although that was me who chose to not swing. That is a good eye. And Aquino's going to fly out. Vladdy has the play. Still a solid inning. Nice to see Heston Kjerstad not only go deep, but he went deep against the lefty, which is really nice. And Kjerstad's hitting the ball well. A lot of our young outfielders are doing well. Kjerstad's hitting the ball well. Elliot Ramos is doing well. Obviously, we know Louis St. John has been a machine. Yeah, Vladdy is still at third here. I don't know who Toronto is playing at first. Rowdy Tellez, who's hitting .313. But yeah, Vladdy is still a third baseman here. Contrary to real life. You have a problem. I'm addicted to Fight Night. Been playing it since 9 in the morning. Jeez, that's like the whole day. Nice pitch. I think of the guys competing for the starting spots, I think Rodriguez is the least likely to get it now. I think he's the least ready. He has not pitched past Double-A, and he was our worst starter in the Double-A rotation last year, which more so is because our Double-A rotation was loaded. But his ERA was like in the mid-4s. So unless he does really well the rest of spring training, he's probably going to start in Triple-A, which is fine. He's only like 22 years old. I'm not really worried about his development. Figure this would be a good opportunity for him to compete. And I do want to pitch with him against big league competition. Vlad is only hitting .206. And now that's going to be lower because Jalen Miller makes a great play. If Vlad thinks he's safe, he might have been. Jalen Miller is not going to be playing shortstop a lot, but it's good to see that he does have the range if we are to play him there. That's going to be a hit. No, Vlad! With the defensive play. Not really the guy I would have expected to, make that play. This version of Vlad Guerrero Jr. is like the opposite in real life. He looks like a Gold Glover here, and he's hitting like 200. As Blaze Jordan launches a nuke in the left. This guy has some extremely talented power. 438 feet. I don't think Blaze Jordan's average is going to be very good. Bo is right. That was a moonshot. I'm not sure how often he's going to play, but I do want him to play quite a bit, and I do really like his upside. And if he's going to be hitting balls like that, then he's going to be playing a lot. And then Santiago Rivera, who's competing pretty much for playing time with Blaze Jordan, nearly hits a home run. But I think the corner infield spots is mainly going to be Ryan Mountcastle and Max Muncy. Both of them can play first and third. I'm pretty sure Mountcastle's defensive stats are probably a little bit better. So he would probably go to third, and Muncy would play first. But I definitely want to get Blaze Jordan in a decent bit. I'd love to see him get, I don't know, 200, 300 at-bats this year. Maybe have him hit somewhere between 15 and 20 home runs, even if he's only going to hit like 220, 230. If he's going to be launching bombs for us, then it'll be a good year for him. And Grayson's looking pretty good so far. We're going to keep him in as long as he's doing well and energized. Okay, right as I'm talking about how good he's doing, Rowdy Tellez goes deep. And Toronto is on the board. That one goes off the scoreboard. That was a bomb, too. Nearly 400 feet. Both of those went a little bit more outside than I was hoping for. We're going to try the inside fastball on Reese McGuire. Reese McGuire is a pretty weird guy. Did some weird stuff. You probably don't want to look it up, but he's done some weird stuff in real life, and not in a good way. As he draws the walk, that'll bring him Austin Martin. I think Austin Martin was on the trade block last year. This game is kind of weird. Like, they call up a young player. The Padres did this with C.J. Abrams, too. They call up a young player, they barely play him, and they want to get rid of him because he's wasting a roster spot when they literally manually called him up. That was a bad throw by Jalen Miller. I don't know if I would have called that an error, but that was not a good play. So I guess I see why. Looked it up. If you throw low pitches, it's more likely they'll hit more grounders than line drives. And we certainly want a double play here. We're looking for the ground ball, but we're instead going to strike out Randall Grichuk. So we don't even need a double play. I thought that was going to be a strike. That was a pretty nice pitch. That was not a nice pitch. So a much shakier inning here from Grayson, but we only allow one. It could have been worse. Mackenzie Gore doesn't get called up until like 5 seasons in, and it's annoying seeing him in the minors. Yes, this game either calls guys up too early, like the Blue Jays did with Austin Martin, or they do it too late, to where they like literally keep guys in the minors until they're in like the 80s. And it's very annoying. I definitely agree. I'm pretty sure Mackenzie Gore is still in the minors here as well, and he's probably close to an 80 overall. Although the Padres pitching staff is one of the better ones in the league, he still probably should be called up. Good players make it work. Pitch to shutout with the Orioles only pitching grounders. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I guess that way you're not going to allow any home runs. Why is the scoreboard blank and right? Look. You cannot give Louis St. John the hanging pitch. That was way too easy. Hyunjin Ryu literally just lobbed it in. We're going to take advantage of that. And Louis St. John continuing to hit bombs. There's a part of me that wants to have him start in the big leagues at the beginning of the year. I still don't think I will. But there's a part of me that wants to. So we've now gotten a home run in every inning. Kjerstad had one in the first, Blaze had one last inning, and now Louis St. John gets one here. But LSJ's been our best player in spring training so far. He's been ridiculously good. Which has been great to see, because he is probably my favorite player in the entire organization. I think he's just going to be an absolute stud in no time. And based on how he's playing, he's definitely going to get called up within the first month or two this year. I want to have that extra year of service time with him before he becomes a free agent. So that's why I'm hesitant on calling him up now rather than like in late April. But there's a part of me that wants him up now. But we'll see how the outfield is doing. If someone is struggling, and I mean, Louis St. John can play DH too. That's probably going to be his long-term role because he's not very good on defense. But if someone's struggling and we have an open spot in that lineup, I'm not going to be afraid to call him up early in the year. Grayson's control in this game has not been great, and his walks per 9 rating is fairly low, which, as I say often in episodes, you need good walks per 9 to be good in this game, and that is my concern with Grayson Rodriguez. His walks per 9, although it has improved quite a lot, it still is not very good. There was so much space out there in left. Quite the shift for Biggio. Again, in the left. The shift again fails because if Louis St. John is playing where he normally would, he's fast enough to track down those foul balls. 11 pitches now in the at-bat. Grayson's pitch count is getting high quickly. He's probably going to make it through maybe 4 innings as long as he pitches well. His pitch count by then will probably be like 75-ish. And I don't want to completely, hurt his energy. I mean, he's a 22-year-old kid. We don't want to throw his arm out. Not that Tommy John... I don't think Tommy John exists in MLB The Show, which is kind of dumb, because it should. I mean, it's not like Tommy John is a good thing in real life, but it's a realistic aspect of baseball. That one nearly killed Hyunjin Ryu, and they somehow got Aquino out. A 1-5-3. How is that a 1-5-3? I know it went off the pitcher, but he never had, possession of it. It just touched him. Nice hit by Adley. That's going to be a double, probably. Is that our first hit that hasn't been a home run? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, 4 hits. There you go. And obviously the first 3 were dingers. One of which came from this big guy. He took a big cut there. That was way too early. He's right. Ooh. That's a tough pitch. I thought that was a ball. Yeah, that was right in the corner. I can't really get too mad at myself for looking at that one. First shutout inning for Hyunjin Ryu. Alright, so this will probably be the last inning for Grayson. After this pitch, I'm going to get some guys warming up. Alright, who do we want to warm up? I have not pitched with Michael Fulmer yet. And his roster spot is not a lock, although he was good last year. 3.74 ERA, good whip. I'm going to have him come in next. And then I'm going to warm up Colome. This guy has an awesome voice and should be a broadcaster one day. I appreciate that, Connor. Certainly an avenue I would like to get into. Nice pitch. How many strikeouts is he at? That's his 5th. Cunha tore his right ACL for the rest of the season. Yeah, he's definitely going to miss the All-Star game. It seems like, according to the report that came out yesterday, it said he's probably going to be out 9 to 10 months. So he's probably going to miss the start of next year too, which sucks because he's such a fun young player. And of course, he was going to start in the All-Star game. He's been arguably the best outfielder in the National League this year. Although Castellanos and Winker have both been phenomenal too in Cincinnati. but certainly unfortunate. And that play, like, it looked like the way his knee moved, it seemed different compared to most ACL injuries. It looked weirder, which I guess the weirder the worse, that's not really a good thing. But if I was a Braves fan, I don't know how I would feel. Because the Braves are already, like, they already seem painful. I'm not even a Braves fan, but I feel pain for their fan base, because it has to hurt. And now, literally the one good thing, well, I guess not the only, one of the few good things they have going for them right now, boom, tears his ACL. It's been a rough past year for the Braves. They had the 3-1 lead in the NLCS and choked. Mike Soroka re-tears his Achilles. Marcell Ozuna does the thing. I don't need to explain it. And now this. And they still have so many talented players in their organization, I think they'll get it together. But they've had a lot of things go wrong. I should not have swung at that pitch. Atlanta sports is just weird. I mean, the Braves, you never know what you're going to get. The Hawks came out of nowhere and obviously made the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Falcons are just pretty painful. And I think the Falcons messed up by not picking Justin Fields. I think Kyle Pitts is a beast, but I think they messed up with Justin Fields right on the board. And I would have preferred if the Falcons took him, because now Justin Fields is in our division. And I've defended Fields like so much the past few months. I hate to root against him because he's on the Bears, but how do I make the at-bats quicker to like every video? So pretty much like I cut out all of the pitches that, like, you know, are necessary. Like for a foul ball example, I would cut that out of the video because it's not important. And really any other not important at bat, like that fly out to left isn't exciting, although Louis St. John almost did miss it. But like I probably would not, if I made this video, I probably would not include that play because it wasn't relevant. Like here with 2 outs, maybe I would. Good inning for Michael Fulmer there. Louis St. John back up, hit a home run in his last at bat. Yeah, I swung that way too early. Oh, it was only just early. That felt very early. That's a nice pitch. I can't really say anything else other than that's a nice pitch. That time, the timing felt better. Even though the meter says it was worse. We're going to get some other guys warming up. I'm probably going to start to make some substitutions too. I wish I did that earlier. I'm going to get Almeida to warm up. After this at-bat, I think we're going to get some substitutions in, because I do want to get another at-bat here with Ramos. And he doesn't really do anything with it. Cool. Our offense has really done nothing since the 3rd inning. I mean, we had all those home runs to start the game, but since then, it's really been nothing. We're going to get Cedric Mullins another at-bat. Oh, he's going to be safe. Is Mullins going to start the All-Star game in real life? Because I know, I think one of the AL outfielders isn't playing. Or maybe it was Trout, who was named a starter. And obviously isn't playing because he's hurt. Did they name his replacement? His, like, starting replacement? Because it probably should be Cedric Mullins. Because his numbers this year are really good. And I think Cedric Mullins at one point was like a top prospect, and it really looked like he was kind of a bust. And then out of nowhere, he's been one of the best outfielders in the entire AL this year. Okay, that was a disaster. we're going to forget that play happened because not only did the second baseman miss it, but oh dear. And the defense keeps getting worse. Yeah, the defense is not looking good this inning. First we had Heston Kjerstad miss the dive. Now Rivera's missing throws. There should be probably 2 outs right now. Yeah, I'm very happy MLB gave Mancini the opportunity to go in the Derby, especially with his whole cancer situation last year. So that was certainly very cool of them to let him in. And with the Home Run Derby being at Coors Field, I think the Home Run Derby is going to be really fun this year. And obviously having guys like Shohei and Gallo who mash bombs. So I think this is going to be one of the funner Home Run Derbies we've had in a while. That's going to score a run. Nice throw by Ramos in center. I mean, he is a fine arm. I was not expecting that. The runner is safe, but that was a nice throw. All right, good inning from... Oh, I thought there was 2 outs. I would have tried to turn 2. I thought there was 2 outs there. Shoot. Now we got to get Austin Martin out to get out of the inning. And now they're probably going to score 2 because of it. That was a good throw from LSJ. Why are these outfielders who have like noodle arms making such good throws? Doing a rebuild with Baltimore also, what do you think of John Means? He's a hidden gem. Yeah, John Means is great. I mean, in real life, he's fantastic. And in MLB The Show Sim, John Means is usually really good. He hasn't been all that great in this series, although he hasn't been bad either. He's been pretty much average. But in MLB The Show Sim, he's usually really good. Aaron Sanchez is on the Blue Jays here? Huh. He's been on San Francisco the past 2 years. Interesting. We're going to get... Muncy can play third, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I want to see what Muncy can do at third base, because he might play at third a little bit this year. Have we gotten a hit since the 4th inning? First of all, why has the scoreboard still been, like, blank since, like, the 3rd inning? No, we still have 4 hits. Yeah, the offense today has been, not good. Oh, wait, that was first base. Blaze was playing first base. I thought he was at third. Okay, we're going to get Luis Aviles in the game and have him play third, I guess. Alright, and then in for Miller, we're going to put Marco Luciano in. His average is up to 357. Does he have any homers? No, he doesn't even have any RBIs, but 357, that's quite good. That's going to be caught. In the first full game of the day, we had like 17 hits, and now we have 4. I mean, it has been total opposite. Alright, I meant to make a pitching change. We are going to put Almeida in the game. And we're going to warm up Edwin. Was George Springer not starting for them? That's kind of odd. Because usually MLB The Show puts a team's lineup in as if it's the actual starting lineup. So does that mean George Springer is going to be a bench player for them? That feels kind of odd. Good inning, though, for Almeida. He really slid it first. Did he? I didn't even see that. Did George Springer slide it first? Huh. Didn't look like he did. Maybe it was someone before that I missed it. But that is a try-hard move. And also not a smart move. Okay, we're going to take more out of the game. I meant to take him out now. Calhoun can play second. Cortez can play second. We're going to put Willie in. He's hitting 200. Ugh. A lefty's on the mound, though, which is good. Willie Calhoun actually hits lefties better than righties, which is odd considering he is a lefty, but he's one of the few guys. Yeah, 86 contact against lefties, 68 power. He hits really well against lefties. That's going to be a hit. We've got the meat of the order due up. Louis St. John's going to be up soon. I'm not going to sub him out. Probably won't sub Heliot Ramos out either. Pinch runner. That's probably smart. Because Willie Calhoun is slow. Ivan Cord. No, I don't want to. Hold on. I don't want to pinch hit Kjerstad. I want to take Calhoun out for Cortez. And then I'm going to sub Kjerstad out for Polydoros. With no outs, I don't need a big hit here. I want someone who can hit for good contact and just get a base hit. And Polydoros is hitting 348. We have a lot of guys, particularly in the outfield, who have really high batting averages so far, which is good. And he's just going to ground into a double play. So my masterminded plan completely does not work. That'll bring up LSJ, who has an OPS of 1173 in the spring training so far. That is quite good. And it's... Ooh, does that have enough? No, that's going to be caught. That went farther than I thought it did. That nearly went to the warning track. I did not think that had enough. We are going to put Diaz in the game. I have enjoyed pitching with Edwin Diaz so far. I know it's a small sample size, but I've had a lot of fun with it. They have Bo Naylor now. Minor leaguers get flipped around like it's nothing. Literally. Bo Naylor is a good prospect. I'm pretty sure he's playing in the Futures game in real life. Which ironically is going on right now, I believe. He's going to second. LSJ's going to throw him out by a mile. And that was a bad play at first, too, by Louis St. John. He took a while to get to that ball. But he throws out the runner because Rowdy Tellez was trying to be way too aggressive. As we go to the top of the ninth inning, this is it. Kenley Jansen is in for the save. I did not realize they had Kenley Jansen on their team, but there you go. I'm going to keep Ramos in. He is 0 for 2. But I trust him more than most. And I should not have done that. Orioles should really bring in Adley Rutschman. I mean, if they think he's ready, I think he's only playing in Double-A at the moment. So he probably isn't quite ready. But I would imagine he is close. Can Mountcastle play center? No. No, oh, this is DH. Oh. Yeah, we're going to put Mountcastle in. I thought that was center field for whatever reason. I guess because Cedric Mullins is a center fielder. That's probably why I thought that. Again, too early on the cutter. Alright, we're going to keep Adley up here. The game is on his shoulders. And he fouls that one off. He has that 69 contact versus righties, though. Nice. Ooh, I like that pitch, too, but that's not going to be enough. So we lose the second full game of the day. Both full games in this stream were pretty close, though, which is cool. We lose this one 4-3. We had 3 early home runs, but did not score after the third inning. Toronto put up 3 in the 6th. Only 5 hits today. The offense was unimpressive. I liked the power. Jordan, Kerstead, and St. John all went deep, but we only had 2 other base hits. Grayson was fine. The bullpen was, Toronto didn't hit the ball that well either. This was definitely a pitching duel. Hyunjin Ryu was very poor, but the bullpen, 5 innings, allowed 1 base runner. That's really impressive. So I think we're going to do one more simcast game. Reynaldo Lopez starting, which I don't want to do the Pirates again because we already did that. So we're going to sim 4. We lose 3 of them. We only scored 8 runs in that 4-game stretch. Ouch. I think we already did Minnesota too. Okay, we're going to simulate up to this Yankees game, and we're going to simcast that. Ooh, 10-9. I kind of want to see this box score. They had 16 hits, and we had 11. So, Louis St. John had 2 home runs and drove in 6 runs. He has been so good. He has been so impressive. Luciano had 2 hits. He's hitting .314. The pitching, Max Meyer was bad. And the bullpen was a little bit shaky. Alcala's ERA is nearly at 10. Rosa and Hundertwasser both have high ERAs as well. Interesting. So I guess Louis St. John has confirmed to me that he's getting called up very soon. Very, very soon. Reynaldo Lopez is putting up good numbers. His ERA at 1.59. He wants to start the year in the rotation. We're not going to play Muncy. I'm going to give him a rest. Mountcastle's hitting 500 so far. Hello. We're going to play him. I want Christian Robinson back in because he's been pretty poor. We're going to sub him out for Ramos. Do a little bit of that. Louis St. John has 10 home runs. Jeez. What's up, Nick? Welcome in, my guy. I kind of want to start Aviles, too. Luciano's proven me enough. I think we'll give Luciano the day off. Alright, I'm going to go with this. Boom. They have Garrett Richards, interesting. And the Yankees are a divisional opponent. We want to play at the Field of Dreams. Well, you should have said that earlier, since this is the last game of the day that we're doing. I should have put it at the field. Here's this. I'll simcast the last game, and we'll put it at the Field of Dreams, and if it's close, I'll hop in. How about that? Ryan Mountcastle is 3 for 3 today. The Yankees just scored 5. You know, I probably should have taken him out sooner. We're going to do that now, and we're going to put in Alcala.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
They had Garrett Coleman out of the bullpen. That's something. Pitching change. We're going to have Dominguez in. He allows 2. And Chapman finishes it off. So we're just going to try to forget this game ever happened. Mountcastle and Polyduros both had 4 hits, though. Ryan Mountcastle's hitting .560. Jeez. I mean, Mountcastle didn't have to prove me anything, but jeez. And then the pitching, I imagine, was not good. Yeah, Lopez allowed 6. Dominguez didn't do all that well. Spring training against the Pirates, yes, please. I actually want to do the Braves because we already did a simcast game against the Pirates. Yeah, we're going to do it against the Braves. Quick manage, and of course, we got to do the Field of Dreams. Hey, loser, how does it feel to be bad? I know you're just playing, but the Diablos are not looking good. Where is the cornfield? I forget which one it's called. Oh, it's called Cornfield. Wow, how creative. There might be trash cans included. Yeah, I mean, if the Astros are winning, there's probably trash cans involved. Louis St. John still only has 10. I say only. Alright, Mountcastle, I kind of don't want him to play just so he can finish spring training with .560. Geez, these bench guys are not doing very well. Babaye's doing good. We'll put him in for Kerstead. Do a little bit of that. We're going to let... No, I'm going to give Adley the day off. Aquino does not have a hit. So we're gonna have him play instead of Ramos. And then Cortez, I kind of want to see what he can do in like a full game. We're going to put him in over Jalen Miller. It's the new fan incentive. First 5,000 fans get a trash can. Yes. Louis St. John with another hit. We're going to go slower for this game. Here's this. If this game isn't like close to where we don't hop in, I'll simcast the last game. And if we do hop in, then obviously we'll play like the final few innings. Marijon is doing really well. He's pitched a perfect game, I think. Yeah, perfect through 3 innings. Oh. Well, the defense ruined it with the error. And now the no-hitter's gone as Ronald Acuna gets a hit, and they score. And they score again. Okay. There's a double for Chance Sisco. Don't do anything with it. I'm going to take him out of the game. What do you think of my Cardinals? I think they're quite good. I think the Cardinals are probably the favorite to win the LFL Bowl as of now. Although, again, certainly subject to change. Cut whoever made the error. I don't think I'm going to cut them, but that certainly won't help them. So we're just not hitting today, I see.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Braves.
Arcia hits a home run. I think we're just going to go into the next game. It doesn't look like we're going to win this one.
A defensive change for
a triple for Ivan Cortez.
Number 17.
We have to score him. How? We had a 98 speed guy on third and couldn't drive him in. That's pretty embarrassing. I'm going to put Diaz in. And he allows a triple to Eugenio Suarez, and then Garcia hits a 2-run blast. Alexei Smirnov is best pitcher. If he pitches, he throws 103 miles an hour. That feels low for Smirnov. 2-run shot for Chance Sisco. Not that it's going to matter. A 5-2 loss. The offense sucks. Yeah, but there are some guys who are putting up ridiculous numbers, although today it wasn't great. Sisco and Jordan had 2 hits. They were the 2 who scored. LSJ's average is down to 329. Edwin Diaz has been really good this spring training. In this game, no, not really. The error was by Ivan Cortez, for what it's worth. He's not going to start the year in the big leagues anyway. And he's not done very well in spring training. He's hitting like below 200. Marijon is 0-3, but his ERA is pretty good. You should make a Smirnov-type pitching prospect. There are a few guys like him who just throw super hard. .090 average, yeah. Oh, Cortez is hitting below 100 now? Okay, that was probably someone else. That might be Aquino. Okay, yeah. And Robinson and Justin Upton. We have 3 guys. Okay, cool. Let's go to the last game. We'll do it at the Field of Dreams again. Altuve hit a walk-off. Altuve was my boy. He still kind of is. I still sort of like him just because I've always been a fan of his. Louis St. John is tired. There's no reason to play him. He has shown me enough. Not that he's going to start the year in the bigs, but he's going to be called up really soon. I want the lineup to have no, like, players who I plan on starting the year in the big leagues just because it's the last game. There's no reason really to, like, risk an injury or something. I don't think Robinson's going to start the year in the majors, or if he does, it won't be as a starter based on how he's played with that .073 average. And then Jalen Miller is the last one. We'll put in... Is Avalos already in? Yes. Can anyone play third? Or what we could do, we'll put in Willie Calhoun. He plays second, and Cortez plays short. Perfect. Had a 74 overall rookie, hit 20 home runs with a 275 average and a 350 on-base percentage. That's pretty good. Yeah, Jonathan Quesada pretty much is Alexei Smirnov, his baseball player. Last chance for Matthew Thompson to prove himself. Another home run for Chance Sisco. Not that he's really competing for playoff time, or playing time, because he's going to be the backup for Adley. But Sisco with back-to-back home run games. Need Quezada in the OFL. Would he replace Norris Doris? Bases loaded, and we scored 3 with Cortez. So we're probably going to win this game, but I'll play the last like inning or so anyway, just so we can get the Field of Dreams. Yeah, we have this game won. I'll let Thompson stay in for one more inning.
Now batting, the center.
Okay, we'll take him out now.
G1 Bay.
Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A defensive change.
3-run shot for Polidoros. It's now 10-0. All right, I'm gonna hop in now,
Number 59.
just so we can get some Field of Dreams actions, and then we will decide who's starting the year in the majors, and look at stats.
Pinch hitting for the Pirates. Number 24.
Altuve's walk-off is a 3-run blast. Wow, wouldn't be the first time he's at... I hope it was against Chapman. That'd be kind of funny. Because that wouldn't be the first time Altuve hit a walk-off blast against our oldest Chapman. This time they ripped off his shirt. That's funny. That's really funny. I mean, I don't support what the Astros did, but that's funny. I don't think the cheating really made them that much better. Again, I'm not defending it. I think they should have been punished, because they did not get punished. The only punishments was the GM and the head coach getting fired, which I appreciate. Now that AJ Hinch is our manager, I appreciate that, because AJ Hinch is awesome. It was against Chad Green. Darn, I wish it was against Chapman. That would have been funny. Wait, why is this a baseball? Yeah, I thought I chose Field of Dreams. I don't think I can quit out of it. And since this is the last game of spring training, I don't think we'll be able to do it. But what if I played a regular season game at Field of Dreams for no reason? Weren't they going to do that at one point, like a couple years ago? Maybe like during like June or July when the College World Series would be, we just play a game of the Field of Dreams, because that's not totally unrealistic, is it?
Now playing second base.
Italy wins. Cool. Italy makes good food. So, yay, I guess. I don't know. Well, even though we don't get to play the Field of Dreams now, I guess we can see the final moments of spring training, and a good way to end it. With a 10-0 lead. I should probably have someone warm up in the bullpen. I guess I can't now. That's awfully high. I don't think that's deep enough. Nope. All right, which pitcher are we on the fence about? Because that's probably who I should have pitch the 9th inning. Hey, Cortez's average has gone up to 219. Michael Fulmer, I'm kind of on the edge about. Ooh, Almeida had an ERA of 0. Nice. I'm going to have Michael Fulmer play. No problem for being late. Welcome in, Zach. We are pretty much done. This is the last game. But we still have to, go through stats and decide the final roster. So we still have some important stuff to go through, even though the gameplay is almost done. I guess that'll be the final spring training at bat. I'll line out. I should trade for... I'm pretty sure Chapman was a free agent. I thought about signing him. Obviously, I chose Edwin Diaz and Taylor Rogers instead, because I trust him a little bit more. But I'll certainly monitor a guy like Aroldis Chapman, because I always want to make the bullpen better. And although I do like our bullpen, we have a lot of guys like Edwin Diaz and Sir Anthony Dominguez who are very inconsistent. Aviles has not been good on defense at all. I'm pretty sure that's him at third. He has been very bad defensively in spring training. Since he was a Rule 5 pick, he has to stay on the Major League roster, but he was playing for playing time, and I think to start the year, he's probably not going to be a starter. Add Bobby Bonilla to the team, yes. We shouldn't even add Bobby Bonilla. We should just add his contract. Ooh, O'Neal Cruz, what's he doing? He's hitting .302. Looks like he has played a little bit, hasn't played all that well. Doesn't look like he's going to get 3,700 hits like he did in the Pirates series last year, or 700 home runs. Because I'm pretty sure he did both of those things. I don't know if he reached 700 home runs in the Pirates series last year, but he was close. Got this pitcher from San Francisco. He pitches like Darren O'Day. Sidearm pitchers are very fun to play with. And now that we have Darren O'Day in our organization in the minors, I'm very excited to pitch with him. Almost everybody got hits except for Upton and Aviles. Home runs for Paul. Chance Sisco had 5 dingers. Wow. Matthew Thompson pitched pretty well. A good end to his spring training. Did not allow any runs. And the bullpen shut the door. So a very fun spring training. What was our final record? Like 12 and 15, I think? Yes, 12 and 15, which is about middle of the pack. No, it's towards the bottom. I do want to check one thing. Did Louis St. John lead the league in home runs? Because he might have. Can I not see league leaders? Yes, I can. There we go. Dominic Smith had 14. But Louis St. John was tied for first in the AL with J.D. Martinez and Mike Trout. That's some good company. That is some really good company. All right, we're going to go position by position. So they didn't pitch. Starting pitching is very important. Can I do Orioles tomorrow? Maybe. We'll see. It'll be early this week. Maybe tomorrow. This is best series ever. I appreciate it, my guy. So, Meyer, wow, only 7 walks. Nice. Reynaldo Lopez was solid. Grayson's going down in the minors. Matthew Thompson was pretty decent. Morihone was as well. Ooh, so I kind of have a tough decision here. Rodriguez is easy. He's going to go down in the minors. That's his first minor league option. But all 4 of these guys were about equal. I think I want Meyer to definitely start the year in the rotation. Out of these 3, if this gets... Fine. If this video gets 20 likes within the next 5 minutes, because there's probably close to like 5 minutes left on the stream, then I will do it tomorrow. It was at 12. I just refreshed, and it's now at 15. 20 likes. Thank you, Octi, for making this... Well, thank you for watching the series. I think we're going to skip over starting pitcher, because this is kind of a tough choice. Bullpen. Alcala. How many I think he's down to 1 more. Yes. I'm going to send him down. Almeida only pitched 4 1/3 innings. I wish he pitched more, but he did pitch well. How many minor league options does Fulmer have? He has 2 more. Okay, we'll get back to them. Hundertwasser's going down. I think he has 2 left, yes. And then Rosa probably has all 3. He's going to start for you in the minors. Get those burners in, fellas. All right, what are we at now? We're at 17. 3 more. Catchers, no need to touch that. First base, no need to touch. Second base, Cesar Mara was not very good. He hit 190. I think he's going to start the year in the majors, but we'll get back to him. Third base, Rivera is a player I'm considering sending down for the start of the year because we really don't need him. We have 2 good corner infielders with Muncy and Mountcastle. And then I feel a little bit more comfortable with Blaze Jordan, who was, albeit he had a lot more at-bats, but he was pretty good. We'll get back to him. Shortstop Cortez I'm going to send down. Draft is in 1 hour, yes. MLB draft is right around the corner. I'm pretty sure, I guess it's at 7, yeah, right now it's 6. Luciano's going to stay up. Aviles has to stay up. Outfield, Louis St. John is interesting. He has been outstanding this spring training, hitting .329, 10 dingers, 19 RBIs. He's getting called up early this year, like late April. But I'm going to send him down for the start of the year, have him in AAA, and as long as he's doing decent, he's going to be called up. It's probably on like MLB Network or ESPN or something. I assume that means who has the first pick? Is that what you meant? The Pirates have the first pick. And the Tigers are at 3. It doesn't seem like there's a clear first overall pick from what I've seen in mock drafts. I think the favorite is Marcelo Meyer. I hope I said his name right. He's a shortstop. Real life Orioles are 28 and 60. Yeah, they are not great. Center field, Polydoros was good, but I'm going to send him down for now. But I'm very intrigued with what I saw. Christian Robinson. He was good last year. I liked what I saw. He has all 3 minor league options, yes. We'll get back to him. I'm going to send down probably one of these two. Then in right, Aquino's going to go down. Kerstead only hit 220. What was his on base? Let me go to player statistics so I can see more. Kersted's on base. Robinson's was 149. His OPS was 260. Yeah, Kumar Rocker was the unanimous #1 pick entering the season, I think, and I don't think he did all that well. I think he's still supposed to go in like the top 10, but I think he was a little bit disappointing from what I know. 291. I mean, the OPS is fine. Yeah, Kerstead will start the year in majors. So we have 6 players we need to send down. How many outfielders do we have in the big leagues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't need 7. So the starters, definitely Kerstead and Ramos. And then I guess we can kind of like, you know, do a little bit of platooning between guys like Bumaye and Upton. Once Louis St. John will be up, it's going to be him. I think we're going to send down Christian Robinson. The Orioles, I think, had the 5th pick. Yeah, because in this series they had the 5th pick, and obviously it was this fella who's been quite good. How many likes are we at? Still at 17. But yeah, Pittsburgh is 1. I'm going to send down Rivera. 4 more. I don't need all these relievers. Hold on. Let me try to organize the pitching staff real quick. So, we'll have Diaz go in there. Rodriguez can replace, like, Thompson. Okay. So, of these guys, we definitely don't need all of them. So, the rotation will be definitely Rodriguez, Hernandez, and I think I want Max Meyer. So that means we need 1 more, with Lopez, who has all 3, Thompson, and Morihone. Morihone only has 1 left. We already have 2 lefties, though. Hit that like button, kids. We're still at 17. Get your burners. Maybe we do send Almeida down. He still has all 3. Maybe we send down Fulmer. No, I kind of want to keep Fulmer up. Here, let's try this real quick. Yeah, we definitely don't need all these guys. I think I'm going to send down... Thompson, I think, is the most well-rounded of the group, but he doesn't do any, like, one thing particularly good. He is 21 with 8 potential. And I think he has more upside than both Morihone and Lopez. I think what I'm going to do... Lopez has not been very good the past couple years. I think we're going to send Lopez down to AAA. Thompson and Morihone can sort of swap out with starting. I think what we're going to do is we'll start these top 5, and Morihone will be the long reliever. If Morihone plays like he did last year, then he's going to replace somebody. Who do I plan on rebuilding next? I assume you mean for MLB. I usually don't start thinking about like MLB The Show 22 teams until the offseason hits, so I have no idea. But once we see what happens in the offseason, I think I'll get a more clear answer. We only need to send down 3 more. I think I'm going to send down Almeida. And this kind of sucks because he's been quite good. But he was last year. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. Okay, these numbers are not great at all. I thought they were better, to be honest. But he'll start the year in the minors, and then we'll call him up. Who is winning the Derby? I think it's going to be Joey Gallo. Gallo is hot, and he just seems like he was made for home run derbies, especially in Coors Field. So I think it's going to be Gallo. I'm probably rooting for Shohei, though. But I just want to see a fun derby, and I think it's going to be really fun. Do the Tigers. I did the Tigers in MLB 18, so I probably wouldn't do them again. We have to send down 2 more. Okay, well, this is where it gets tough. I don't need 6 outfielders. I don't. I'm not going to send down Ramos. I'm not going to send down Kerstead. I'm not going to send down Bumaye. I want to see Trey Mancini do well, too. Definitely. I think we're going to send down Willie Calhoun. And start with these 5. Yes. And then one more. How many position players do I have? And how many pitchers? So I have 5 pitchers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So I want to do a position player. We're at 19 likes. We're 1 away. We're 1 away. So someone has to be the last one. We're also at 4.99k subscribers for me. It's at 20 for you. Let me refresh. It still says 19 for me. We're this close, guys. Come on. I can't use a 76. I thought he was lower. Huh. How many infielders do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we need Cesar Mara in the majors? It's not like he played well. He hit 190. Because Luis Aviles can play practically every position. We have 3 guys who can play first. Luciano's going to be the everyday guy at short. Miller's going to be probably the everyday guy at second. So I'm going to send down Cesar Mara, and that'll be our 26. He has his... Okay, good. Yeah, he still has 2 more. So I'm going to save it now. Hit this. I don't think we're going to get to 5K today, since we were at 4.98 when we started. How many does it say I have in YouTube Studio? It says 4,989, but it always, like, rounds up. So, yeah, I'm still a little bit away from 5K. I'll still probably hit it within the next day or so. Maybe not day or so. Maybe within the next, like, 2 or 3 days. Gut feeling says Ohtani, Gallo, or Alonso. I wouldn't be surprised if it's any of those 3. Does it still say 19? It still says 19. We need 1 more. So we can stall for time and get like number 20. We can make the starting lineups now. Are these the guys I want starting? Is Blaze Jordan going to be an everyday starter to begin the year? I think so, because I'd rather... Mullins didn't do well. Aviles didn't do well. Yeah. I think Blaze Jordan's going to start the year as a starter. I was not planning that. Whose defensive stats are better? Mountcastle's the better fielder, but Muncy is better arm. So Muncy's going to play third. Mountcastle will play first. Bumaye left. Ramos center. Kerstead right. I like this. Okay, good. So for the order, I think this top 3 is probably perfect. Maybe this top 4. How about like this? It says 21 likes. What's good, Cobra? Welcome. It still says 19 for me. It still says 19. What is it? I don't think it'll tell me in studio, because usually live streams don't show up until they're done. Oh no, on YouTube Studio it says I have 20. I don't know. I'm surprised it showed up. Live streams don't normally show up for me until they're done. But on YouTube Studio it says 20. But on YouTube itself, when I refresh, it says 19. No, now it says 21. Okay, I guess we're getting opening day tomorrow. Sadly, we wanted to see Westlake plus ratio plus Braves own the O's. Cool. So what? Same lineup, but without Blaze, probably? For right-handers without DH? Ramos at cleanup is interesting. I think I do want to do that, though. Just do a little bit of that. Was that the order? No, I had Rutschman at 5. No, not that. Hold on. Is this how I had it? Yes, perfect. Versus lefties. Maybe Justin Upton plays instead of Bumaye. Maybe Kerstead doesn't play. Okay, Muncy will play third again. Mountcastle at first. Jordan probably is a DH. Swap them. Luis Aviles' numbers against lefties are pretty good, but I think I'm going to have him on the bench for now and have Justin Upton start. What was his slash line? He hit for pretty good average. Did he get on base a lot? 372. He did not have a high slugging, though. He did not have many extra base hits. Fix your mic. The mic is weird with the PlayStation 5. I'm going to try to figure out how to get the mic quality better for the next time, but yeah, it does sound kind of weird. He only had 2 extra base hits. How many did Kjerstad have? He had the 3 home runs. He had 5. Okay. I think for now we'll start Kjerstad instead of Bumaye, and we'll see where it takes us. When Louis St. John gets called up, it's going to be a lot easier because he's going to have the consistent spot. Honestly, I know this sounds a little bit weird, but Max Muncy gets on base. He draws a lot of walks, and I kind of want to see what he can do as a leadoff hitter. OFL streams for OFL 22 will never sound the same. I guess that's correct, unless I figure it out. Post Westlake tomorrow. Well, I did literally just promise Orioles out tomorrow, and I still have not figured out my new capture card yet. So, yeah. I think Ramos at 4. Actually, we're going to swap them like that. We're going to have Blaze Jordan behind Adley. I like this. And then we'll do the same thing without Blaze. Perfect. I like this lineup. It was like this. It was Upton first, then Marco, then Kjerstad. Perfect. Speaking of OFL, yeah, there you go. If you're interested, it's a Madden Sim League where you can be a coach or a player. Coach, you obviously get to run a team, you get to make the moves, but if you don't have time to be a coach, you can just be a player. Didn't see you get Max. Yeah, we traded for Max Muncy in the offseason. We gave them, I believe it was Rory O'Sullivan. Yeah, we gave them O'Sullivan, who did not do very well in spring training, a 7.59 ERA. So I guess so far that's been a good move, although Muncy hit 190. What was Muncy's on base, though? I kind of want to see. It's probably pretty high. Mountcastle's was 607. Nice. Max Muncy, 283. Yeah, he draws a lot of walks. He probably... Oh, he did not lead the team. That went to Blaze, Marco, and Chance Sisco. Would have thought he would have drawn more. That's it. That seals the deal. I'm no longer an Octi fan. I've been an Octi fan since 2008. I will no longer watch him on TV. I'm taking my fanhood back to Cray, where he knows how to run a channel. Yeah, you do that, bud. I don't think I had to touch for rotation. Although, who do we want to start as the closer? I trust Taylor Rogers the most out of these 3. So I think I'm going to start with him. But if Edwin Diaz pitches well, I might make it Diaz. Octi wasn't even born in 2008. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. He was the victim of 2 Grand Slams. He had 2 of them? Do I still have... Do you mean Cesar Valdez? He was traded a while ago. I think he's on the White Sox still. Is he? Yeah, we traded him very early in season 1. Oh, he was on base both times. Okay. See, I know what you were doing. All right, we're gonna save it again in advance of the regular season. Who do we play to start the year? We play the Yankees. Okay. So we're gonna start off against Garrett Cole. I don't know if there's a sticky stuff ban in here. If there's not, I think we're going to score at least 5. Even though Octi wasn't alive in 2000 today. Are you sure about that, Chief? Okay, Matthew Thompson's Major League debut would be against Tampa Bay. I kind of want to play Boston along with the Yankees next episode. So I would probably simcast this game. I think the plan is we'll play the Yankee game. We'll simcast Thompson's debut, and we'll play one of these games in Boston. Wow, our first 5 series are interdivision. We don't have a non-interdivision series against the 25th, which is 2 games against the Phillies. Big month of May. June, obviously, draft. All-Star break in July, of course. We have off on the trade deadline. Interesting. And then we go to Boston. How many NL Parks do we play at? Hold on. None in April, because the Phillies is home. May, we play the Mets at home. June, we play in Miami. July, none. August, we play in Philly. September we play in Atlanta. Do we play the Nationals at all this year? I don't think so. No, yes we do. Oh, we play in Washington. Okay. So we'll get to see 4 NL parks, it looks like. NL East parks. But the only one we won't get to play at is the Mets. Because I do want to play at some NL parks, just because we're an AL team. We're not going to play these NL teams a lot. I imagine the Orioles should be Orioles. I imagine that's what you meant. Hopefully we make the playoffs. We are ranked 26, which is not great. We're 9th in power. Wow. That's pretty good. Wish we knew where the All-Star game was before the season and MLB was shut. That would be nice. That would be very nice. But I guess we'll figure it out. Yeah, that would be like a cool, like in 2K where you can like pick where it is. That'd be cool, especially because the All-Star location in MLB is like, excuse me, it's like really important. Do you notice that I said Oreos? Oh, was that on purpose? I thought you meant Orioles. But maybe the Baltimore Orioles will make the playoffs. Maybe. But I guess that will... Is anyone on the trade block? I kind of want to see. I'm a little bit curious. No. No one is. Okay. But I think that'll end the episode. Or, not the episode, the stream. I'm used to saying that'll end the episode. But that'll end the stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. We hit the like. We're now up to 23. So, yes. Opening day will be uploaded sometime tomorrow. I don't know exactly when, but it'll be tomorrow. And Season 3 is going to be pretty fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are ready for the 3rd season. And hopefully, we can make the playoffs. No, that's a screenshot. I'm not used to streaming, like the controls still with the PlayStation 5. I'm still getting used to it, but here we go. Hope everybody enjoyed. Peace out.